Hello friends, welcome to Infinite Coaching Classes. Today we are going to discuss English Circle Chapter 3, Thank You Ma'am. So let's see. Write T for true or F for false. Roger did not have anyone at home to take care of him. Answer is true. Next question. The woman was going to take Roger to the police. Answer is false. Next question. Roger went to the store to get milk for the woman. Answer is false. Next question. Roger wanted a pair of blue suede shoes. Answer is true. Next question. Mrs. Jonas talked to Roger about her own life instead of his. Answer is true. Next question. After his meeting with Mrs. Jonas, Roger never saw her again. Answer is true. Answer the questions given below in your own words. Why did Roger lose his balance as he tried to snatch the bag? What did the woman do? Answer is Roger lost his balance as he tried to snatch the bag because the strap of the bag had broken with the pull that the boy gave the bag from behind. The woman turned around and kicked Roger's rear. Then she picked up the boy and his shirt and shook him till his teeth rattled. Next question. Describe Roger. How do we know that he was poor and uncared for? Answer is Roger was a frail boy and looked as if he was 14 or 15 years old. He was wearing tennis shoes and blue jeans. We know that he was uncared for because on the woman's asking, he admitted that there was nobody at his home to tell him to wash his face or to cook him food. Next question. List some things that Mrs. Jonas did that prove that she was a strong woman. There are many instances in the story which shows that Mrs. Jonas was a strong woman. When her bag was snatched, Mrs. Jonas did not lose courage but confronted the culprit. She admitted to having committed similar acts as the boy in her past, and her current mindset shows that she overcome her past and now lead an honest life. A very kind woman. Mrs. Jonas' compassion and empathy with the boy shows that she was a very kind woman. She did not take the boy to the police but helped him realize his mistake by being kind of him. She gave him food, did not embarrass him by asking him questions about his family, and at the end even gave him $10 even though she herself was a woman of meager income. Next question. Why did Roger sit on the far side of the room when Mrs. Jonas went behind the screen to cook dinner? Answer is when Mrs. Jonas went behind the screen to cook dinner, Roger sat on the far side of the room because he wanted to remain within the eyesight of Mrs. Jonas. Mrs. Jonas had left her purse on the day bed near the boy, showing that she trusted him to not run away with her purse. Roger had earlier wanted to run away, but now that he saw that Mrs. Jonas had put her trust in him, he did not wanted to break it. So he sat within the vision of Mrs. Jonas to show her that he wasn't going to steal anything or run away. Next question. Describe the meal that Mrs. Jonas and Roger had. Answer is Mrs. Jonas and Roger had supper together. Mrs. Jonas hated lima beans and ham for the supper and made cocoa with canned milk. During the meal, Mrs. Jonas told the boy about her job in a hotel beauty shop. She did not ask him any question about his family or home, which would have embarrassed him. She also gave the boy half of her 10-cent cake. Next question. Roger had the perfect opportunity to make a run from Mrs. Jonas' house. Why did he not run away? Answer is Roger had been afraid earlier that Mrs. Jonas would take him to the police, but as time passed, he became convinced that she was a kind woman. She did not treat him like a criminal, but took him home, had him wash his face, and invited him to have supper with her. He did not run away, as he did not want Mrs. Jonas to mistrust him any more. Next question. Mrs. Jonas was a woman of modest income. Give 3 instances from the next that the $10 she gave. Couldn't Roger? Mrs. Jonas was a woman of modest income. Give 3 instances for the text that from the text that shows that the $10 she gave Roger was actually quite a sacrifice. Answer is 3 instances that shows that Mrs. Jonas was a woman of modest income are: she worked in a hotel beauty shop till late at night. She was returning home at 11 o'clock night when she had met the boy. She lived in a room which was bedroom and kitchen combined in one. Mrs. Jonas had also in her youth wanted things which she could not afford. Next question. Why couldn't Roger say anything beyond a thank you to Mrs. Jonas? Answer is Roger could not say anything beyond a thank you to Mrs. Jonas because he was overwhelmed with emotion. Mrs. Jonas had treated him with love and kindness where any other person would have taken him to prison. She had advised him and had even given him $10 to buy the blue shoes that he had wanted so much. She had taught with a lesson with her kindness, which he would not forget for the rest of his life. Next question. Read the lines given below and answer the question that follow. Now, aren't you ashamed of yourself? Who said these words and to whom? Answer is Mrs. Jonas said these words to Roger. What was the shameful act? Answer is Roger had tried to snatch Mrs. Jonas' purse. This was the shameful act that Mrs. Jonas was referring to. Why was the shameful act done? Answer is, Roger had done the shameful act because he wanted to buy blue-shoed shoes. Next question. I were young once and wanted things I could not get. Where was the speaker at this moment? Who else was there with her? The speaker, Mrs. Jonas, was sitting on the daybed when she said these words. There was Roger with her in the room. What, according to the speaker, did the listener think she would say next? Answer is, according to Mrs. Jonas, Roger thought that after saying that she also once wanted things that she could have, she would next say that she didn't snatch people's pocketbook to fulfill her desires. What did she actually say? Why did she say so? She actually said that she had also done some things she was ashamed of to get the things that she had wanted. Next question. And next time, do not make the mistake of latching onto my pocketbook, nor nobody else, because shoes come by devils like that will burn your feet. What had the woman just given the boy, and why? The woman had given $10 to the boy so that he could buy blue-shoed shoes for himself. What did the woman want in return? In return, the woman wanted a promise from the boy that he would not try to snatch anybody's pocketbook ever again. Explain the advice contained in the above line. The advice that the woman gave to the boy was that even if you succeed in getting things by stealing, there is no real pleasure to be delivered from those things. They will always cause guilt and trouble. Write interesting synonyms for the words. Very afraid. Answer is terrified. Next question. Very bright. Answer is brilliant. Next question. Very clever. Answer is intelligent. Next question. Very angry. Curious. Next question. Very beautiful. Answer is exquisite. Next question. Very happy. Answer is delighted. Next question. Very hungry. Answer is ravenous. Next question. Very poor. Answer is destitute. Next question. Very tasty. Answer is delicious. Next question. Very valuable. Answer is precious. Next question. Very thin. Answer is skinny. Next question. Very clean. Answer is spotless. Next question. Read the sentences by changing the degree of comparison of the adjectives to the other two degrees. One has been done for you. Nothing is greater than health. No other thing is as greater as health. Health is the greatest thing. Next question. Iron is the most useful of all metals. Answer is no other metal is as useful as iron. Iron is more useful than all other metals. Next question. Sonali is the best girl in the school. Answer is no other girl in the school is as good as Sonali. Sonali is better than all the girls in the school. Next question. Lead is heavier than all other metals. Answer is no other metal is as heavy as lead. Lead is the heaviest metal. Next question. No other flower is as lovely as the rose. Answer is rose is lovelier than all other flowers. Rose is the loveliest flower. Next question. Milk is more nourishing than any other food. Answer is no other food is as nourishing as milk. Milk is the most nourishing food. Next question. Kabir is the sweetest baby one could ever see. No one could see a baby as sweet as Kabir. Kabir is the sweeter than any baby one could see. Next question. The Rajdhani Express is the fastest train in India. Answer is no other train in India is as fast as the Rajdhani Express. The Rajdhani Express is faster than all other trains in India. Next question. That is the most beautiful painting I have ever seen. Answer is no other painting that I have seen is as beautiful as that painting. The painting is more beautiful than any other painting that I have ever seen. William Shakespeare is the greatest English dramatist. Answer is no other English dramatist is as great as William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is greater than any other English dramatist. Next question. No novel written by Dan Brown is as interesting as The Lost Symbol. Answer is The Lost Symbol is more interesting than any other novel written by Dan Brown. The Lost Symbol is the most interesting novel written by Dan Brown. That's all for this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thank you.